Hey guys, I'm Leroy Kenton. Welcome back to another episode of FTD News. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about a debate that's been going on forever. The difference between gender, what gender is versus sex, as well as versus gender roles. Now, it's really a simple thing. It doesn't have to be this whole complex debate like everybody's making it out to be. Usually, when this issue is brought up, there's polarization between two sides. One side says, nope, two genders, male, female, that is it. And the other side saying, nope, gender is not based on sex. They're two different things. Gender is rather social and cultural dynamics that determine what is masculine versus feminine. Question I want to throw out to you guys is, how many genders are there and why do you believe that? Let me know in the boombox below. And see if your answer changes from now till the end of this video. So first, let's look at what is. So we know that there's two main variations in the type of humans that exist on this planet. Male and female, those are the words that we use, or man and woman. So that is what is. Now let's take a look at what isn't. The social and cultural constructs of being male and female. Social and cultural constructs are made up and they're not blanket terms that apply to all human beings, and they change depending on where you go on this planet. Similar to the names that our parents give us, it's just used as an identifier. Me, I'm a male, right? Based on my biological makeup. Fact. Gal Gadot, on the other hand, is a female human being given her biological makeup, right? Yeah, she's definitely a wonder of a woman. Anyways, I don't think I have to go into explaining all the different variations between male and female biologically, right? However, if I was seen walking down the streets of LA or something in Wonder Woman's skirt, what are people gonna be thinking?
He's gay. No, maybe he's a crossdresser. I don't know. That guy's a little fruity. He's gay. Damn, that's a manly looking woman. Look, everybody, it's Wonder Man.
My gosh, these lights are so hot. Excuse if I like start sweating a little bit, like I'm just like really burning up. Oh, these lights like back up, man. It's like chocolate melting in a hot car on a summer day. Okay, so back to the issue now. Why would people make those assumptions? This is because the skirt in our culture of North America and other places around the world is identified as being a female thing. So when we see somebody in a skirt, we associate that with female. But the skirt is just that, a skirt, or whatever else you want to use it as. But the meaning that we agree to put on it is that that's an identifier for a female human being. Now, of course, I'm not gonna go walking down the street in a skirt for a number of reasons, but let's just say if I did decide to go on the streets of LA and wear a skirt, I would still be a male. It doesn't change my masculinity whatsoever because I'm a male, period. See, the issue right there would lie in the agreed upon reality of what a feminine piece of clothing is, or what is acceptable male and female behavior. But someone decided one day to say, okay, that right there is a girl thing. So the skirt being a feminine thing is the construct there, but in reality, a skirt is just a skirt, again, or whatever you want it to be. In today's definition, gender is the state of being male or female, typically used with the reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones. But let's go back in history. Let's take a look at the Noah Webster's dictionary written in 1828. And let's compare that definition with today's modern definition. Gender is defined as a sex, male or female. Hence, in grammar, a difference in words to express distinctions of sex, usually a difference of termination in nouns, adjectives, and participles to express a distinction of male and female. But although this was the original design of the different terminations, yet in the progress of language, other words having no relation to one sex or the other came to have genders assigned to them by custom. Words expressing males are said to be of the masculine gender, those expressing females of the feminine gender. And in some languages, words expressing things having no sex are the neuter or neither gender. So originally, you could see that gender was used to just determine the sexes, but then afterwards, other things that had nothing to do with gender started being associated with gender. And then, boom, confusion. But some of you may ask, hey Leroy, but what about intersex people? Are they male or female? Okay, alright, let's take a look at that. In a nutshell, intersex people are born with any of several variations in sex characteristics. Those include chromosomes, gonads, sex hormones, and or genitalia. And they typically don't fit the definition of what it means to have a male or female body. But the question we gotta ask ourselves is, what makes somebody male or female? No, I mean, think about that for a second. What makes you male or female? Is literally something I just discovered in thinking about it and doing the research. This is a secret here on what it means to be male or female. You may not get it at first, but I think that the more you think on it, you'll see just how simple this thing is. It's us that try to complicate everything. So how to know if somebody is a male, regardless of everything that you've heard? If your entire biological makeup, right down to your genes, is intended for you to be a human being that impregnates a female, then you are a male. For females now, if your entire biological makeup, right down to your genes, is intended for you to become a human being that gets pregnant and gives birth to a child, then you are female. That is literally what it is to be male and female, and this definition supersedes regardless of whether or not you have missing male or female body parts, and this also supersedes whether or not those functions are working. It has nothing to do with the type of shoes that you wear or the use of makeup. Those things are only societal constructs that help us determine who's male or female, but those things in themselves are not male or female things. They're not determining factors of who's male and who's female. Females typically have two of the same kind of sex chromosomes. They have the X and X. Males typically have two distinct sex chromosomes, the X and the Y. Of course, there's exceptions in the case where a female is XY and a male is XX. There are mutations and disorders that happen in our bodies. That's why I was so careful to use the word intended. That is the key, yes, because there are various disorders that do exist. So intersex people would still be a male or female. Those are the only two variations of human beings that we can hang on. And just look at it this way. If you were to take away those disorders, what would that person be still? But we as human beings, and I'm guilty of this as well, tend to love to make up these labels and put them on ourselves or on other people. We come up with terms like gender neutral and gender fluid that really have nothing to do with what it means to be male or female anyways. I mean, sure, if you want to call yourself gender fluid or gender neutral, by all means, go ahead, do it. I don't judge you. You'll just have to notice and discover for yourself that those terms actually refer to self-expression versus what it means to be male or female. You still will be male or female regardless of what your label of choice is, or regardless of how you choose to express yourself sexually. Human beings, right? Within that, two genders, male, female. Within that, the gender identities and the gender roles that we assign given those identities are endless. They're mix and match based on personal preferences as well as social and cultural constructs. So let's take a look at words like transgender, androgen homosexual woman, androgen heterosexual andromale, masculine female attracted hermaphrodifemale. There's so many different terms and variations, but they all hang on being male and female. You look at all the terms and everything, there's never any third gender identified. But if nothing else, whatever you choose to call yourself, again, I don't judge you. I still see you as a human being. I still love and appreciate you, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say and just understand, you know, where other people are coming from. Instead of hearing something that you may not necessarily agree with and just labeling that person as they're an idiot and just shutting them out and never hearing anything that they have to say, I feel that that is why we have so much hate and so much killing in this world, because people don't listen to people. They don't see where they're coming from. It's just, no, you're an idiot, that's it, I'm right, you're wrong, and then that's it. And we just keep fighting and the cycle continues and continues and continues. But yeah, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Link to my social medias are down below. I'm Leroy Kenton. Boom. Me out.